Video is going to be about, well, it's going to be a lot about different types of stuff. But obviously, I want to talk about the other room, Matt Walsh, and of course, his thoughts on anime. Now, I don't know if he's being sarcastic or not. I don't even know because this guy can be sarcastic and we don't even know. Okay, so just gonna take this with a grain of salt. Now, if it's sarcasm, you got me. But if it's not, I think there's a big room for discussion. So first things first. What did Matt say about anime? Now, basically, he just said it's satanic. Now, before this, he said in Friday on a members only type of chat. Media matters. Uh, the freaking anti Matt Walsh uh, media it is. Media matters. I have not article, okay? Media matters doesn't seem to be worth having on the internet. Now, moving on. They basically were able to capture this clip from Matt Walsh, and the members only chat, that's only for Daily Wire members. That uh, someone from Media Matters after the Daily Wire. That's right. You know that many of these woke people cannot stand that. And that's the funny thing about this altogether. And the fact that they have to subscribe with right leaning media outlet. They don't like that. They don't like that one bit. So, of course, for them, that must be very vexing. He did say it was satanic. He said it does. He said no. He said he doesn't know that much about anime, and then he says it's satanic. Now, this is the very much the simplistic against anime. This was something used back in the day for almost, not even joking. This argument was used for almost anything. And this is the problem because if he's truly meaning what he's saying, and I think that's a major problem because anime is not satanic, you know. It's so complex to say it, you know. It's not satanic. There are some anime out there that have these, but they're not meant to recruit children. They're not meant to recruit people. They're meant to be there to entertain people. You know, anime is basically entertainment. There are a lot of people on the right, even middle ground people, who really, really like anime because it speaks with them so much. Because anime doesn't lecture them all the time. First and foremost, we have to mention this. Lecture people, they don't talk about feminism, even like most of the mainstream media. And the next thing is many cartoons from America seem to be more satanic. Joking. I'm not even joking. I'm not making this up. If you look at coming out from the West, most of them seem to be very disturbing. If you compare it to anime stuff is just normal. And you compare what they're giving to the children right now from the West, it's utterly insane. And I feel like Matt needs to start criticizing the Western cartoons. You need to understand that many of those cartoons have some kind of strange appeal. That's all I'm trying to say. To not normal, you know? They literally feel very. That's not normal. Western cartoons that I grew up with were very goofy, very wacky, very fun, basically. You could watch a cartoon, enjoy yourself, and that's it. His shows are just so disgusting, so disturbing, and that's kind of like a problem I have. Matt Walsh isn't talking about the Western anime. I mean, the Western animation. Sorry, there's no such thing as Western. To be fair, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you want Last Airbender anime, then I guess that's fine. But the Western animation industry, most of them is just freaking crazy. Like most of the stuff from the West is just propaganda. There's a reason why a lot of people are to watch anime. You know why? Because they don't lecture you all the fuck about XYZ problems. This is the main problem I see with people not understanding anime. Yes, there's multiple genres. There's some weird stuff time to time, but at the end of the day, weird stuff um, to basically, indoctrinate people. No, they're doing this because they think it's, you know, there's so many fun anime out there that does things overboard, and that's fine. That's fine. It's meant to be entertainment, you know. Now, a lot of people will use an excuse to attack Matt Welsh because, he is the driving force against the trans agenda. So of course, happy with that, and that's something I want. So they'll use this as a way to attack him. I'm calling it out right now. People are going to use this to attack him on his views about everything else. Now, moving on, this video better scripted. I know for a fact it should have been way better to be scripted. Uh, so to just sum it all off, anime is not satanic. Matt Welsh is wrong about this, and I feel like if he watches a couple of them, if he realizes that there's more than just, the couple of strange ones out there, he enjoy it. And the next thing is it's escapism from the woke West. I don't even like many of the Western stuff anymore. I can't stand it. I grew up watching a lot of Western cartoons and anime, but mostly Western cartoons. And you can tell the quality has just changed. Not animation quality. I mean, that too, yes. But we can really understand that there's something animation quality changing with Western cartoons. Weird crap with cartoons these days. A lot of indoctrination from the West. People are trying to get away from that. That's why they watch anime. Simple as that. It's a very simple thing. That's all I can actually say. That's all, you know. So Matt Walsh is wrong if he was actually talking for real. If he was being sarcastic or trying to, I'm wrong on this, but uh, disrespect for him if he was being real with his arguments. Now, it's interesting to see how many people will respond to this. You will get the typical woke people responding to this, getting mad. This as a way to attack Matt. You know, yeah, the same woke people, think properly are going to use this to attack Matt. It's going to be hilarious. But regardless, um, I want to also talk about why many conservatives are losing the culture war. About this since last night, and I've also thought about this some other time as well. Reasons why many conservatives are losing the culture war is because they want to embrace art. Guess what? Most of the art of the past, all of them, were made by traditional people. They were made by conservatives, you know? They were made by people who wanted to uphold, you know? And these days, not all conservatives, but they just don't want to, have art. They don't want to do any of that type of stuff, you know? And let's be real, modern art is trash. The reason why is because we are the ones doing art. We aren't the ones doing the art. All the woke people are. You let them be, conservatives just instead of, instead of trying to, uh, to become the culture, they just said, okay, take the culture that we've grown for so long, take it away, mess it up, and now what we have is just a mangled culture. The frick they are. This culture of destruction, this culture of ebbing, this culture of disturbing. This is what the culture has brought us because conservatives do not conserve the country and focus mostly on wealth. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's good as well, but you need to have a balance. There cannot just be all your eggs in. There needs to be a balance. And the reason why a lot of conservatives aren't, reaching out that much, besides certain of politics, the reason why is because they haven't really been, you know, they haven't been touching the culture. They have to be things, not just political things, but regular things that can actually connect with people. Because let's face it, what we're going these years is not normal. It's because many conservatives abandoned culture, and I feel like this is where we are now. culture made us the weak link, basically, you know? And now some people at Daily Wire recognize this. They do recognize that the culture needs to be won not just by politics, but also by just regular fun stuff. You know, Daily Wire has actually dropped a lot of fun movies. So they know what they're talking about. They know what they're talking about when it comes to trying to get culture, trying to win the culture back. But you're gonna take more. It's gonna take more than just a couple of movies. We need art. We need more than just movies. So we need paintings. We need animation. We need uh, stories. We need different type of things. You know, we don't just need. Um, we don't just need just movies. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying we need more than just this. We need more than just this. We need something much greater, which is something where people can escape to. And I feel like Daily Wire can produce something like that, but then again, it'll take them a while to reach a point where they are the culture, or all conservatives to be the part of the culture. Okay, I'm just rambling on. I'm just rambling on. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I'm just so tired. I had like a couple of hours of sleep. Anyways, as I was saying, it is sad that conservatives are failing the culture, but we can still win. We can still gain the culture back. It's not the end of the world. There's always a will and there's always a way. So always put in effort to get something out of it. You know, the right doesn't really empower a lot of things. I should write a book about this, or some kind of post. But what the right needs to get done with politics is trying to embrace and make a culture, not just with politics, not just with freaking politics, but with non-political stuff. Or maybe you can have certain aspects of your values sprinkled in. If you want to write a book or something, and then you can have some of your values sprinkled on. You know, it's very simple. Okay, my voice is killing me. My voice is killing me. Okay. Um. Anyways, as I was saying, I really think it's time for more conservatives to start embracing culture and not just ignoring it. Don't ignore the culture. Anyways, that's it for this video. I might as well just restart another live stream because this is just so boring. I don't want to talk about politics all the time. But of course, have a good day.